We are living in extraordinary times. For every 1 calorie of food we consume, 11 calories of fossil fuels goes into its production. This is not sustainable, particularly as we live on a finite planet with finite resources. Our current economic system and everything built around it is built on exponential growth. This uses resources, and it is not possible for this to continue into the long term. The transition movement, founded by Rob Hopkins in 2005, seeks local community-based responses to the twin challenges of climate change and peak oil by building more local, positive, livable communities. The idea is to bring people together, build connections between people, and to do more with less at local level. Monaghan Ecological Group seeks integrated local responses to the twin challenges of climate change and peak oil in the North Monaghan area. We seek to become a key player in the local community by acting as an umbrella organisation, bringing together local organisations, businesses, public representatives, members of the local authority and other key stakeholders together. The aim is to imagine what a more positive, prosperous and sustainable future of Monaghan would look like in 20 years' time, and to rewind to the present and take action to ensure that that future is realised. This is no easy task, as our entire society is built on the readily available supply of cheap fossil fuels. However, we cannot bury our head in the sand any longer and think that this can continue into the long term. Ireland is at a crossroads in its development. We have seen the difficulties associated with communities which are not resilient. After the economic crash of 2008, within a short period of a few months, many people were left unemployed, communities were once again ripped apart by emigration, businesses were closing down, and we had all the associated economic, social and mental health effects. However, this does not have to be the case. If we build local communities and societies that are self-dependent and dependent on themselves, then we can not only create communities which can thrive in the post-carbon era, but we will also create new jobs and prosperity at local level. This is the transition message, and this is what we aim to deploy in the North Monaghan area. Through engaging with key stakeholders, including local groups, politicians, local representatives and businesses, and all local individuals, we aim to roll out a series of practical projects which will go some way to providing the skills and equipment necessary for this post-carbon society. As well as doing this, we hope that these projects will provide inspiration for other local communities in the area to carry out similar projects. We also hope that the projects that we are engaged in will act as a blueprint for these communities, and we will happily engage with them and help with them in their own communities. As well as carrying out practical projects, we also aim to begin creating the discussions and the visions that are needed to plan for a less energy-rich future. Therefore, we will be holding a series of events, seminars and information evenings in North Monaghan before Christmas. Currently, we are working with Ballinode Tidy Towns to develop local allotments and a community garden in the village of Ballinode on council-owned land. This will see local residents come together to improve their food security, but also to improve their sense of community. Monaghan Allotment Society has recently developed allotments in Pound Hill, Killigo and Monaghan Town, and this has brought people together who have previously not spoken and have not worked together. As well as providing them the skills they need to grow their own food, ensure their own food security, it has also helped create new community bonds. We hope that by creating this sense of community and sense of purpose and sense of possibility, that we can then unleash the further power and further sense of community. Furthermore, as well as the allotments, we are organising a local food and networking event in the Ballybay Wetlands Centre in County Monaghan on Friday the 23rd of August. This will see local businesses and key stakeholders, including local representatives and the local authorities and all local people, come together to learn more about our initiative and to network with each other. We think it is vitally important to build bridges and to join the dots between local organisations and local groups, as it is only through joined up thinking that we can successfully transition. This will cost in the region of €430 for a successful event. Also, Kieran Fitzpatrick of Trada Ireland is engaged with us in organising a LETS, or local economic trading scheme, which acts as a local currency and local trading system whereby people who have skills but do not necessarily have the employment, or people who wish to have work carried out but may not necessarily have the money to do so, will not be caught out by a lack of financial needs. We will be organising a website, and we will also be organising information meetings for these in September. We have a Facebook page which you can find Monaghan Ecological Group, and we also hope to develop a website as stated. In the summer of 2011 I read a book called The Limits to Growth, which really opened up my eyes to the true severity of the challenges that we face, and ever since I have been seeking answers and questioning the system. I have also been greatly inspired by the work of Transition Towns and Rob Hopkins, and I believe that there is a strong place for this movement to grow and to develop in Ireland. Therefore, I would be truly grateful for the support of Wave Change and the Wave Change Seed Fund, and the contacts and the networks that I have made while on the Wave Change has been hugely helpful and hugely facilitative. Thank you very much.